They weren't laughing with you, they were laughing at you. Hey everybody, look at me!
The narrative begins in Cal's bedroom, where he and his dog respond to the buzzing alarm clock. Following his typical morning routine, Cal bathes his dog, provides a meal, and prepares a snack for school. A playful scuffle ensues when Runt, his dog, snatches a condom from Cal's backpack, prompting a spirited effort to retrieve it. Cycling to school, Cal leaves Runt within a fenced yard. Upon arrival, he discovers that some mischievous individuals have played a prank on him. Attempting to pick up a coin from the floor, Cal realizes it's firmly stuck. Cicely enlightens him about the glued coin, but Ronnie rudely shoves him down. Despite his anger, Cicely helps him up, and as he storms off, a condom falls from his backpack. Cicely discreetly grabs it, concealing it in her hands, and kicks the glued coin away, putting an end to the amusement. In Cal's classroom, a test is underway. Hank, seated behind Cal, attempts to copy from him, but Cal refuses to allow it. Despite taunts, Cal remains steadfast. Mr. Talley, the teacher, approaches Cal, questioning if he permitted others to cheat off him. Warning of consequences if he remains silent, Mr. Talley emphasizes the potential for failure. Moving to a new class, Cal finds himself captivated by a girl. In his room, he has a drawing of her and sketches another image in his notebook. When the class forms groups, he joins the one with his crush, aiming to catch Gabby's eye, but she's shy around him. During lunch in the cafeteria, he shows his buddy Borgie the sketch of Gabby. While his friend appreciates the art, he advises against giving it to Gabby, mentioning she's dating Vic. Cal insists that Gabby is special and shares a story of how his dad won his mom's heart by writing her a song. In the next class, everyone is busy drawing. Cal's instructor discovers a letter on his desk, congratulating him for getting into UCLA. However, Cal mentions he's more interested in Rhodes Island. Cicely returns his condom and contemplates inviting him to the homecoming dance. But Borgie interrupts with a question about why she's called a homeschooler, spoiling the moment for Cicely. Around midday, Cal approaches Gabby and her friends, seeking some private time with her. Holding the portrait he made, he asks if she's going to the homecoming dance, but she dismisses it, saying no one attends those. As she walks past him, Cal notices her backpack is open, so he slips the drawing inside. About to unlock his bike for the journey home, Vic and his gang seize it. Vic informs him that Mr. Talley discarded his friend's papers for cheating on the quiz. Cal vehemently denies being the one who informed Talley about it. Vic emphasizes that if his friends face consequences, they'll miss the upcoming match, which is crucial for the team. Dragged along, Cal's bike is ridden up to the top steps of the football field. Vic urges Cal to persuade Talley that his friends weren't cheating, emphasizing the significance of the upcoming match. Despite the pressure, Cal appears unfazed. The trio forcefully shoves him into a barrel-like trash bin, sending him tumbling down the stairs. Opting for the bus to get home, Cal, tired and sore, retains the energy to play fetch with his dog. Using a baseball bat, he hits some balls for Runt to eagerly chase. By nightfall, Cal's mom arrives home, though she remains unseen. Expressing her exhaustion, she shuts her bedroom door. The following school day, Principal Carey summons Cal into her office, informing him that a staff member witnessed the altercation with the guys. Simultaneously, the football coach enters the office with Vic. Vic hands the principal a sketch of Gabby, claiming Cal has been following his girlfriend. When the principal looks at Cal, he decides to smooth things over, insisting nothing happened on the football field. After school, Cicely approaches Cal, suggesting a visit to the library for a smoke and extending an invitation to the homecoming dance. Cal argues that nobody attends those, but she retorts, implying a different intention for attending. Heading to his part-time job at a store, Cal later cycles to the library to join Cicely for a smoke. She then asks for a ride back home, and as they bike together, they tumble near her place. Cal takes note of her legs, appreciating them, and suggests she ditches the long skirt since her legs are pretty. She acknowledges she knows and steps into her home. Returning home, Cal grabs what he needs for a relaxing time in his room. Quizzing his dog on whether it prefers staying outdoors or joining him inside, the dog spins around a bit before settling to sit outside. Cal finds himself in the same study group with Gabby again. She tells him she admired his sketch, but Vic saw it and became upset. She also mentions that Vic will have his place to himself this weekend. Offering an invitation to the party, she encourages him to attend, demonstrating to Vic that he's unfazed by the previous events. Borgie and Cal drive to a secluded spot, armed with a handgun for target practice. Borgie tries persuading Cal to join the party Gabby invited him to. Initially resistant, Cal dislikes the idea since it's at Vic's place, but after some discussion, he reluctantly agrees. They both head to the party, where a significant portion of the crowd is engaged in substances and alcohol. Sicily makes an appearance at the party, connecting with California. Borgie, however, makes a fool of himself, prompting Sicily and Cal to seek some fresh air outside. Vic and his friends spot them and start bothering them. Vic, harboring animosity toward Cal, wonders how he would react if someone flirted with his girlfriend. In an unsettling turn, they shove Cal into the trunk of his car. Hank holds Sicily back, while Gabby pushes Vic aside. Sicily refuses to engage with anyone and swiftly dashes off. Cal and Borgie catch up the following day. Borgie expresses regret for not being there for Cal, but Cal believes even if he was, he wouldn't have done anything. They exchange some light teasing, with Borgie suggesting that they keep picking on him because they don't take him seriously. Cal highlights that Borgie was the one who became the real joke at the party. Their banter intensifies, leading them to part ways. Unable to locate Sicily at school, Cal receives a note from Gabby but chooses not to read it. Discovering his bike chain has been cut, he hurries to work. Unfortunately, he gets fired for the third time due to tardiness. Attempting to call his mom for a ride, he receives no answer and is left to walk home, dragging his bike. Upon reaching home, he finds his mom unconscious. Fuming with anger, Cal swipes his mom's car, with Runt joining him. Driving to Vic's place, he prepares to retaliate by setting Vic's car on fire. Vic and Hank rush out, calling the cops. Hank gets a good look at Cal's car and Runt as they speed away. The next day, Cal skips school. After a brief, inconsequential conversation with his mom, he fixes his bike and, accompanied by Runt, goes to Sicily's place. When her dad answers the door, Cal inquires about Sicily, and her dad, unaware of recent events, mentions she's out. They head to the library, waiting for Sicily. Meanwhile, Hank is on the road with a friend when he spots Cal and Runt. "I knew it," he mutters, connecting the dots upon seeing Runt. Cal quickly grabs Runt, and they hide out of sight. Hank and his companion search for him but don't find him. Cal stops by a firearms store, contemplating the idea of purchasing a weapon. Later, Sicily contacts Cal, and they meet in the evening. Cal inquires if she plans to report Vic's attack to the police. She decides against it for two reasons: her dad's on probation, and the revelation could trigger his anger, possibly leading him back to jail. Secondly, there are rumors connecting Cal to the burning of Vic's car, and if this gossip spreads, it could harm his future prospects. She advises him to tread carefully if he's going to school the next day. Despite the warning, Cal attends school and encounters Borgie, who apologizes for everything, admitting that he was the one who cut his bike chain in a fit. Now having Cal's back, Borgie senses that things are escalating. Although Cal manages to evade Vic and his cronies throughout the day, they eventually corner him. A scuffle ensues, but Cal holds his own, using the iron fist he seemingly acquired, along with some crafty moves. Teacher Tally intervenes, breaking up the brawl. Cal walks home with a satisfied smirk on his face. Ronnie and his group intercept him, praising his bold move. They invite him into their Jeep, chanting Madman in his honor, and propose a ride home, adding an invitation for bowling later on. They head to the bowling lanes, enjoying laughter and strikes. Ronnie recounts a story about his dad, who tried to teach him a lesson by spiking his drink but ended up facing consequences for 6 months. Ronnie invites Cal to the after-party, but Cal declines. Afterward, Cal calls Sicily to check on her plans. She's waiting at Cal's doorstep with Runt upon his return. Cal shares his night with her, and she expresses curiosity about Runt. Cal reveals that Runt was a stray dog he found and took in. As they enter the house, he's anxious about potential repercussions, but Sicily reassures him, explaining that everyone is blaming the brawl on Vic. They embrace and settle in for a movie, although Runt seems disgruntled, feeling left out. Cal takes Runt outside, explaining that he gets jealous when overlooked. That night, Cal and Sicily share a bed. In the morning, she praises his skills, and they go through a letter that has arrived for him. It's from Rhodesia, and Cal's application has been rejected, but he brushes it off. They step outside, share a tender kiss, and Sicily leaves. Cal searches for Runt but finds no trace. Spotting blood trails, he follows them and is devastated to discover Runt's lifeless body in a dumpster, his mind fixating on the heartbreaking sight. At school, he confronts Vic, who pretends to be innocent. Another confrontation ensues at a school event, where Vic whimpers like Runt used to, and Cal connects the dots. Fueled by cold vengeance, Cal bides his time until the crucial football match where Vic is sidelined due to a hand injury. With the team in a slump and low morale, Cal sneaks into their locker room, discovering their stash. He saturates it with a potent chemical cleanser, triggering the adverse effects Ronnie had mentioned. The players consume the tainted substance, leading to chaos, bleeding, and severe headaches. Meanwhile, Sicily and Borgie sense that something is wrong and start searching for California. Cal confronts Vic, playing psychological games, guilt-tripping him before delivering blows with his baseball bat. Although Vic manages to wrestle the bat away, Borgie intervenes with a pistol, firing a warning shot. Cal seizes both the gun and bat, urging Borgie to leave or face the consequences. Ready to make Vic pay, Cal is stopped by Sicily, who convinces him to put down the gun and choose a different path to settle scores. Cal lands 2 solid hits on Vic, and Sicily intervenes, calling it even. They discard the bat and gun, preparing to face whatever comes next together. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you want to watch more videos like this. Thank you for watching and see you again soon. Take care.